Hello everybody, welcome back to another video by DissociaDID. This is Kaya. Hi. Today we're going to do a very highly requested video that you guys have been asking for way over a year. So back in, oh god, I don't know, 2019 maybe, 2020, maybe 2021, one of these days. So a few years ago when Nin was still host, we made a video called My Alters Draw Themselves. We encouraged other alters in our system to try and draw what they look like. And it all happened in one session. There were just a lot of switches. You guys really liked that video, and to this day still we get people asking, can you do another My Alters Draw Themselves video? So I thought, yeah, why not? Let's do that. I am filming this in advance. I will show you what we have left on our app that we use to communicate to each other. The app is called ALTERS, and that's generally how I reach out for feedback to the other alters in my system. That and lots of sticky notes, whiteboards, journals, notepads, and if you want to learn about how we talk to each other externally, we have a few videos on those, and I will link them up here. But as I said, I'm filming this in advance, so I don't know who's actually going to do this. I guess we will find out. So this first piece was made by Dark, and if you've seen our previous video of My Alters Draw Themselves, you'll have seen Dark's full portrait that he did of himself. This is another one, and one more after that I couldn't find the speed recording for. Dark essentially presents as like a dark black mist slash fragmented entity, I suppose. He's one of our persecutors. You can find out more about him if you watch our previous video that we did, but here are some of his self-portraits. I've never got a good look at his face because he is just clouded and shrouded in darkness. So hi gorgeous, and Seraphina's walking across my laptop. No miss, do you want to watch with me? Hi. Oh. These two drawings are side by side. They're both self-portraits of me, Kaya. The one on the left was drawn really shortly after I integrated, at least to my memory it wasn't long after I integrated, and the one on the right was drawn about a week ago. So I think that it's really interesting to compare the two side by side from when I knew very basic things about how I looked when I first fused and came into existence as myself, versus how I know I look now with the personality that I'm aware that I have. The one on the left I think is a much better showcase of my physical bone structure that I have inside and my personality, and the one on the left I think has better colour, I guess. You'll be able to see in a minute, but I have very thick eyebrows, or at least I think that they're pretty thick. Compared to the body, they're pretty thick. I have a pretty sharp jawline. I have sharp pointed-ish ears like Kyle did. I also have central heterochromia, so that means that the outside of my iris is blue, like a grey blue, and the inside is brown. And I really like that about myself because Nin and Chloe both had brown eyes, and Nina and Kyle both had blue eyes, and I kind of get a mix of both. My hair is auburn, so kind of like a light brown slash reddish colour, and I have my hair pulled back and plaits along the sides. This is Omega's self-portrait. Omega is a trauma holder. She holds traumas surrounding mainly suicide. She's a ghost. She holds those feelings of near-death experiences and feeling dead or close to death. And the way she's drawn herself here, I was told that she actually drew this with her finger rather than a stylus, which is really interesting to me. And she's drawn herself in the woods, which is where we found her in the inner world and where one of our most traumatic suicide attempts happened, which was in the middle of a wooded area in the winter by a lake. We found her in a similar area in our inner world. This is Murmur's self-portrait. I really like the brush that she used for this. So Murmur is generally only active at certain times of the year. She's also a trauma holder, but she helps us with water, ironically. So she's a mermaid and she holds trauma around water torture and drowning. She does help us shower and bathe sometimes, not unoften, because even if it might feel to her like she would be drowning, she knows that because she's a mermaid she can't drown, so she helps us with those traumas. This is actually something that Kaya drew during a legal hearing. The person that I'm drawing is Gregory. So something that we didn't do in our other video was draw how other alters see other alters in the system. So I was feeling extremely strong feelings in this hearing, feeling extremely unheard when I was being represented by not the lawyers that we have now, but the lawyers that we had before. And it was horrific, awful, and we weren't allowed to speak during this hearing. And Gregory often feels the same kind of frustrations and panic about not being heard, because he warns us about terrible things that he thinks are going to happen, like the wall's going to fall in, there's danger, you're going to eat something that's poisoned, that sort of stuff, and none of us really take him seriously. I chose him to represent that. This is another piece of art that I did. I think I was Kaya when I did this, might have been Nin, but this is also somewhat how, obviously not how Omega looks, but it was drawn to represent feeling bound / trapped from trauma. As you can see, kind of the ropes around the neck and things like that. This is part of a series that I've done. I guess I just wanted to share it because a lot of inspiration that I make in my art comes from my alters and the experiences that they've held for me to try and make it into something more visible and perhaps something more beautiful. This is the most recent art piece that I've done, Kaya, and I was reflecting on feeling chained down and being trapped and controlled by certain trauma and trauma responses that I had, especially when I was Nina. And it was about taking control of your own trauma, taking control of your own story, and using and reclaiming things that were traumatic for you in the past to essentially pick up the things that chained you down before and hold on to them yourself, make it into something empowering, something strong, and take back the power that abuse took away from you. I really enjoy making these types of videos, so let us know if this is something that you enjoy as well, if you'd like to see some more of this kind of video where alters do their own things, their own presentations of how they appear to themselves and how they feel about themselves, whether that's in the inner world or doing their roles externally when they front, and we will see what we can do. But thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell button, because that's going to let you know when we upload and when new videos are coming. Don't forget to check us out on other social medias like Instagram, Facebook, and if you want to hang out with us on our personal TikTok, then you can find us at Kaya & Co, but that's not related to the DissociaDID project, that's just for us to hang out as our system and be ourselves. The DissociaDID project is what we do here on YouTube and anything under DissociaDID, where we try to raise awareness and destigmatize dissociative identity disorder. It's a project that we work really hard on, and I'm really glad that it seems to be making a difference. So if you enjoy it, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, share, go follow us on other sites if you'd like to, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Lots of love, everybody. Bye.